the target combo. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Knockdown. Checks with the projectile. All right. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 1 creates a good... They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Very solid corner switch. Jumps up. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Knockdown and... The corner throw ends it. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Drumming up a beatdown. Player 2 can build off this lead. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Player 2 needs to use the threat of pushes that off and keeps going. The rapid fire fist sends him up. Doesn't miss a beat. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Jumps in, experiencing burnout. Uses a gauge for super. And this looks like it's gonna kill.
别吧，他等我放那个重攻加才按，他就一直后退，等我放而已。太强了，这应该有2万分的。
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
天哪，每个都一剑出招。
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checks with the projectile. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. They were ready for the air attack. Asks to be let out of the corner, but it's a no. Just out of range for that throw. They get driven into the wall, breaking their guard. Their worst fear in the corner taking form.
Whoa.
Absorbs the attack and fires back. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity, experiencing burnout. Well-timed corner switch. Big man's coming for you. Player 1 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. Still slugging it out. Goes for level 1 KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Immediate jump in. Next round charges forward. Going on the offensive. Jumps. Jumps in. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Player 2 holding on to that corner.
这个人跟我一样没有练就了打法。
Risky up close to still going. Goes for the jump in. Super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation. Crowns them from above. Going in. Critical art is on deck. No! Critical art now? Amazing! Totsugeki to the face! Lots of distance here. Who's baiting who? Parries! What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Starts, sets up with the jump in. Oh! Putting the cherry on top! It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Back into the court. Clutch, anti-air. Excellent damage on that. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Looking for a hole. Scuff him. Rushes in. Carries them all the way to the corner in one go. Huge chance after that
这好强哦！
100 hands. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Keeps him out. There's a burnout. What's next? Finds the target. Dangerous range here. I can't believe it. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Like the brain on the spider to fit for the counter. They are done.
都会遇到一个正本。
Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. This is gonna hurt. Aims for the shield. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Player 2 has the life advantage. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Shoots off a fireball up close. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Life lead opens up. All right, what's coming up next? Charges forward. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Good old slaps. They were expecting that driving. Ooh, double KO. You don't see that every day.
平手，天哪！对啊。
Opts to create space to start. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Player 2 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. We're just getting started here. Who will take control? Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Going in, crowns them from above. Player 2, they were waiting for it. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Hits them with a stopping block. Looking to follow up after that target combo. With low heavy, but no go. Launches at him. Player walls flat into the guard break. Both sides getting ready. Player 1 with the rhythm. There's the counter we wanted. Perfect execution with the anti-air. What now? Oh man, this is a scary range. Oh, now that is a punish. The drive impact doesn't work. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Oh my god, what's gonna happen? No! Critical hard now? Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. It is over. Player 1 clinches the win.
还没进入排位的那场，刚开始，对啊。哦，是哦。我想说干人家怎么抢？然后遇到这本钱的话，那也是干来练的，而且重点是连练都没练就来打排位。
Player 2 creates a good corner.
没有，真的是没练，他跟我一样。太几乎。没有，他是澳大。
Taking stock. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense.
我用流氓脚就把他打死。我当撵到他，他还流，他也不知道怎么办。好可爱，对吧？
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 2 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. The jump-in is denied. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. Steals back a chance. Sumo headbutt. Zones with the fireball. Goes for the jump in. Going in? This is gonna hurt. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Gotta be careful not to whip at this flatline zone. Who could have guessed how that match would have turned out? Not me.
可是流氓脚不是可以 DI 吗？ 看错角色。我还是觉得独立比较顺手。这个这肯真的很难用，然后我也不会打他。
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Decides to go in with the target combo. Checks with the projectile.
Whoa.
Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Well-timed command throw there. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Box him with a target combo. All right, what's coming up next? Combo with the target combo. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Brushes off the impact. Sticks the jump in. Will they try to finish the round with a drive move? Going in? Risky up-close scrap still going. Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening. Both of them are low on health and are playing very cautiously. Player 2 needs to use it, closes it with a classic corner throw. Player 2 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Throws a fireball. Who's going to start things off? Reads them. Player 1 can build off this lead. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. These throws are lethal now. Look at the damage. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Perfect KO. They were in full control there. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Opts to create space to start. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Uses it. That's gonna rattle. Ooh, those buffed up throws are really hitting hard now. Big time whip. Plenty of health, full gauges. Let's go. What are they gonna read the jump in perfectly? Aims for the shit. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Changing the pace with the fireball. Shinrai? Both fighters are down. This is gonna hurt. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Great job in escaping that corner pressure and moving back to center stage. The jump in, it crowns him from above. Anti-air in the clutch. Oh, sees right through him. Medium kick into. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Checking with the fireball. How will they react? The impact squash.
Whoa.
What a sick punish counter! Player 1 has gotta be
太夸张了吧！我都10场都出来给我银牌是什么鬼啊
It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Punish counter sets the table.
没有虐人啊！像我现在的实力根本就没有到那里。
Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Good anti-air.
干，真的假的？
Wow, shut down.
可是我不会转。
Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Gets the cross up. Oh, they needed to block that from behind. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. The jump in is denied. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Not shy with the grab. Who will capitalize on an opening first? Checks him with the projectile. Looking for a chance. KO! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Gets the jump in. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Goes low. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this back. Transverse. The hit throw connects. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here.
而且我玩起来好累，那个才隔网络才一格。有啊，我设定啊。Oh my god！ 那个到爆！我的那个品质300多哎，320。可是他一点都不累，我完全不知道为什么。他玩那个码农啊，难怪我能连段都出不来。受不了，还是会去玩独立。可是玩独立，我打到无界很痛苦。唉。
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
而且我输了还不会掉下去，烦。
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Can they use the corner to mount a comeback? Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Solid combo. Knockdown. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Alright, what's coming up next? Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? One chance here may end this match. They need to rely on their instincts here. They were expecting that drive impact. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Immediate jump in. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Gets the jump in.
太可了吧！一直跳，然后我真的都打不到他。
Decent damage. Throws a fireball.
太夸张了。
Player 1 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Baits out the attack and gets the KO. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
他的跳，为什么人家可以跳，我都不能跳？
Back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the game. Let's off a projectile to waste time. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Blocks the jump in. Player 1 is just about out of drive out there. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. They need to hold on. Was looking for that jump attack. Alright, what's coming up next? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game KO. Player 2 pitched up the always important first round. Let's keep the ball rolling. Nails the anti-air. Who's going to start things off? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Fantastic reactions there. Good judgment there. Barely blocks the jump in. Hits him with a stop and pop. Do they have enough drive gauge? Drive gauge is almost empty. They gotta be careful. 太夸张了吧！一直跳哎，当我是升龙。哎，我真的升龙打不到他，我直接冲过去。 To break the stalemate with the fireball. Goes for the fireball. All the throw connects. Both fighters smart play to stop the opponent there. Risky anti-air and closes it out.
一落地啊就升龙。
Player 2
太夸张了。
Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
啊，快打好难玩。 它比铁拳简单，简单一半以上。我觉得有铁拳你根本没办法反应，那完全就是心里在用猜的。
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
问题是，我不知道他的那个上下折每一拳都是根本就没办法反应。
The fight's now underway. This is vicious with the play-by-play. Blocks the jump in. No good up high. Goes air to air to deny them a chance. They're on the lookout for jump-ins. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Brushes off the impact. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Taking stock. Life lead opens up. The jump-in is denied. Gets the jump-in. Took him to the corner and a flash. Transverse. The hit throw connects. Goes for it and puts them down with the impact. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Round 2. Fight. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Who's going to start this off?
绿松可以跳气功。
Still very early in the round. Keeping track of the opponent's movements.
跳气功，可以直接穿气功。
Still scrapping for control of the space.
可他刚才穿了。
Planning something? Super art on deck for both fighters. How the situation will be interesting. Uses the gauge for a super art. Uses the gauge for a super. They're not playing around here. Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Here we go. There's the wall splat. They can't do anything now. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take it? Player 2 has the deck stacked against them. Can they squeeze out a win here? Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Set KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Sneaks in above. Sticks the combo. Player 1 chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. No good up high. Player 1 with the life lead. Time to sit on the lead. Combo with the target combo. Takes a trip. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Oh, easy tech. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Jumps in, KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Round 2. Goes for the jump in to start. Had the radar up and running. Medium kick hit. Decides to meet them in the air. Good judgment there. Goes low. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Hits him with a stop and pop. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Jumps up, solid anti-air. Charges forward. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive moves now. All the throw connects. Both sides getting ready. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Connects with the throw. Looking for a hole. Hits. No! Critical art now? This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Oh, they got him! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Opens with a jump in. Sets up with the jump in. Meets them air to air.
我们这
Throws a fire.
一堆现在模式啊，我现在遇到都是现在。
And now they gotta have a plan for the next round. They're in the corner. This may change the match. Okay, here we go. The Ramverse hits. Set reads the jump in perfectly. Overhead. Player, this is gonna hurt. Are they going to be able to come back? This can lead to some big damage. What impact? Squash.
这样有一个完全不会玩。起码我会发技攻。他连现在，他马龙连摔都不会摔。他玩的跟我一样。
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
哦。
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Good anti-air. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. What are they thinking?
我靠！
What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Nails the anti-air. Combo with the target combo. Takes a trip. Player 1 is almost dead, but some plus drive moves and a few prayers gets perfect read to get the finish with the low attack. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Round 2. Fight. Checking their reactions with a fireball? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? The fighters continue to check each other in the early going, keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side kick. Big super hard hit. It's on. Hits him with a stopping block. It's a good spot to use the super. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Open with a jump in. The last round. It's now or never. Jumps up. G-right kick for a mix-up. Which fighter will control the pace of the match? Nothing stops this train. What's this Shinku Hado gonna do? Both sides getting ready. And it is on. Shakes things up with a fireball. Jump pumps him hard. Drives it back, misses. Who will take the bait at this range? Keeps him out. Things are blocks the low kick. Close range projectile. A jump in. This can lead to some big damage. Oh, here we go. Wall splash into the guard break. Player 2 with the rhythm owning that space. Noticeable life lead. Oh, yo, rock super hit. One player is in burnout. Sheen has Shogeki to push forward. Are they oh, come on, kid. Why would you use the super? Answers with a fireball. They were sitting on them. They are done. Player 2 clinches the win, but that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that window. Gets into perfect fireball range. Jumps up. Medium kick hits. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Next up, brushes off the throw. Lots of aggression from both sides. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Burnout is triggered.
哇，没气了，疯了吗我？
Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Round 2. Fight. Jumps up. Hits him with a stop and bop. Zones with the fireball. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Gets the jump in. Untouchable. Impetuous. Impregnable. And perfect. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Sneaks in above. Clutch, anti-air. Looking to impress with this super. Carries them all the way to the corner in one go. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 1 needs to take advantage. Nothing stops this train. Keeps him out. Crowns him from above. Medium kick into. What are they gonna do? Escapes the corner. Sets up with the jump in. Combo. Let's go. Huge chance after that wall. It is over. Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. They're all fired up. We're almost underway. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. Squeezes the gauge. Tries to keep experiencing burnout. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Player 2 has depleted their drive game. Okay, oh. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Throws a fireball. Who's going to start things off? This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball in. Is the fireball part of their corner game? Breaks the block with a throw. All right, what's coming up next? Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Forcing them to block the drive impact near the corner is a very smart play on their part. Super art on it's a good spot to use the super. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. We have super arts on deck. There's still a chance to turn this around. Experiencing burnout. Looking for a chance. Using a fireball to force a reaction. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Oh, could be the start of something. Crowns him from above.
GG.
Here comes Jack. What a finish!
根本就是凯尔。
Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build
我说上一代那种，就是他的技工跟那个真龙。
It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Blocks it. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Opts for the throw. Steps in for the throw. Plays on the pressure with the projectile. Can they use the corner to mount a comeback? Trips him up. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Taking stock. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Knockdown.
哇，太扯了。
Pops them with a shorty. Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Rolling Soba. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? This fighter just hits them with a stopping pop.
这样哦。
Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. They exchange blows. G-right kick from.
哇！
Super Art on deck uses the gauge for a Super Art. Uses the gauge for the Super. They're not playing around here. Player 1 springs forward with the drive rush. Drops him hard. Both sides getting ready. Oh man, this is a scary range. Oh, the throw connects. Amazing. There's the plan. What a finish. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Somehow manages to block the jump in.
哇，会连呢。
Here comes a big comp crowns him from above. Overdrive jackknife. Getting up close and personal. This is gonna hurt. Runs that off. They've got about half life left. What now? Hits the drive. Player 1 has a big drive gauge lead. Aims for the shin. Player wall splat into the corner. This may turn into a big chance. A jump in? Solid attack gets the counter hit and the win. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.
啊，输给一个不会点到的，
They're
他一定
still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Close range projectile.
对吧？
Jumps. G-right kick for a mix-up. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. What's the play here? Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Was looking for that jump attack. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Hits him for the stun. This might be over right here. Taking stock. And that's a KO. Timed that perfectly. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. The throw misses. Connects with medium kick. Poke hits him with a stopping bomb. The rapid fire fist sends him up. Both just goes for it at this range. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Smart play with the throw. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Player 2 is on for the critical art. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. They're in jackknife maximum clutch. Checking with the fireball. Out a fireball at that range? Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Opens with the fireball. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Drops them hard. Still slugging it out at this range. Both fighters are frozen. That throw will do some good damage.
Oh my god.
Player 1 is in a very good spot now. Huge chance after that wall splat. Dazzles them with a flurry. Oh, he slams on the brakes and shuts out the counter. Excellent. Nothing stops this train. Car turns out. Oh, they switch sides. Cut the fireball to continue their hold over their platform with a jackknife. Okay, here we go. They can't get hit here. A real test of nerves, low heavy, but no go. Are you serious? That comeback was unreal. We just saw the fighters play out of their goddamn
海底
minds
警告
there.
这个维点做的肯定赛。
we're in for something special right here, right now. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? No go for the throw. Still slugging it out here. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Knockdown. That drive impact is blocked. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump in to start. Let's off a projectile to waste time. Jumps in. Pops him with a shorty. Risky up close scrap still going. Uses the target combo as a filler. Going in.
Yeah.
Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Dashes up, hits them with a stop and bomb. Ooh, you never know what can happen. Oh, what's this? Digs in deep to get that drive in. Dragon Blast, turning it right up with a super. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Decides to puff up while they can. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Sticks the combo. The jump in is denied. Intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Goes with a projectile for their opening shot. Decides to buff up while they can. Caught in the crossing. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Dashes up. Grabs them. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Sneaks in above. Both fighters planning something?
没有，不想。
The throw whiffs.
看到就不想玩。
Sets up with the jump in. Their life is hanging by a thread. The super hits and this looks like it's gonna kill.
我觉得2077，你是说 DLC 啊？
T-shirt with that finish.
我玩本片啊，我玩主线。
Player 2 brings it
我玩
home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
我玩的时候已经没怎么办，而且好像是还不错啊，强拧嘛。可能会，对啊。我有个朋友，他去装那个裸体墨的，超赞，超细的，细到爆。
We're about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top? Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The combo's there. Decent damage. What's next? They trade. What's the play here? Throws him down. Closes the gap for the grab. Sticks the jump in. Throws him. What's next? Knockdown. Neither of them willing to back off here. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers. Are they baiting them into that? The drive impact is denied. Blocks the impact. Experience KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jumping. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Projectile to try and change the situation. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Cuts in with the drive impact. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. And they
白痴，头都有在跳，一直吃我身头。
Here's the final
怎么玩的跟我一样啊？这个，不是很会玩，懂玩。
Shakes things up with a fireball. Breaks those shins. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. This can lead to some big damage. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Player drops him hard. They just said, get that jumping out of here. With the low block. Oh, here we go. Nothing stops this train. One shoots, their shot. Turns out. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Throws them. Both sides getting ready. No hesitation or retreat.
居然就这样输了哎！天哪！
Perfect damage.
被熬烂。
No doubt about it. They are done.
好可怕哦！
Player one is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it
可
down
能
to
是
the wire.
不凹，哎，他赢了就走了，不废啊！他知道，他从头到尾只是我分钟，然后他还赢了，赢了还走了，重点是来5000分。屁啦！我只是气功是真龙而已。 应该是升龙转太多。哇，被他凹2次3次大赢，有多夸张？真的要反凹哎，干！
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The combo's there. Okay, takes them.
没有，他们干那么多凹那个
Good job here, giving themselves a chance
DI 啊，
to
或
gain
者
the upper
3
hand.
大
The super armor does
God.
its job. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Knockdown. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Life lead opens up. Very solid corner switch. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. The quarter makes it hard to escape. Were they baiting them into that? Experiencing burnout. Player one has depleted their drive beam, but they are still withdrawing. Oh. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Medium kick hits. Jumps in. Decides to meet them in the air. Just goes for it at this range. Goes with the safe stuff with that target. It's a good spot to use the super. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Goes for the fireball, which is looking to plant him with the pile driver. Player two is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. And whips! They're wide open! What's next? Throws them! Medium closes it out! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Starts things off with a jump in. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Pops him with a shorty. Attempts to break drive and back misses. All the throw connects. That throw will do some good damage. They're in range. Big time whip. Connects with the throw. Knocks them out of the air. And whips. They're wide open. Oh, here we go. They push their way out of the corner. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Jump. Oh my god, they just choked it up. There you go. In attack range, what a finish. Player one is a force to be reckoned with.
我真牛真的太强，连我自己都觉得。
Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Oh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent
没有打那
wants
个
to do first. Can't tech the throw. Closes the gap for the grab. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. The impact gets blocked. They were ready for the air attack. They don't want them out of that corner. Shoots off a fireball up close. brings it all together. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. KO. Player 1 pitched up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. Hits him with a stop and
whoa.
Looking to plant him with a pile driver. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive up. Risky decision, but let's see how this plays out. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Throws a fireball. Drops him hard. Connects with the throw. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Big drive gap now.
Whoa.
Combo! Oh my god, what a throw tech! They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Wraps it up with a throw! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. Knockdown. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. That's some big juicy damage on that counter. Alright, what's coming up next? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Takes a trip. So little life left. Barely blocks the jump in. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. Cannon spike. Cool gain control of the match in the early going.
小米那个淘气有点太远，他有时候可以直接穿过技工那个小米啊，那个千米啊，好远哦，远到爆。
This is gonna be bad news. There's a burnout. Crashes out the cage right there. Turns out, one player, yo, critical iron chisel.
我靠，大绝可以直接，挡不住，天哪！
Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
按防御来打。
Best believe it's time for that.
像你说那个千米啊。
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Box him with a target combo. There's a corner switch. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Deftly shuts out the jump in. Goes for the throw. What's the play here? Responds to the jump with one of their own to drop him. They're on the lookout for jump ins. Player 1 with a sliver of drive gauge left. They may be in for a tough time. They need to make good use of the gauge without emptying it. That's some big juicy damage on that counter. The drive impact doesn't get them the punish counter, but it's still good. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. The life lead opens up. Taking stock. Was looking for that jump attack. Barely blocks the jump in. Looking for a chance. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Each hit is so important here. Oh, what's this?
太强了，这个。
Baits out the attack and gets them in there.
不过是比我高1000分。
Picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
完全智商压制，就是他完全破我所有的招式，他就被动等我放招。
Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. It's a good spot to use the super.
我发现他对我的流氓脚完全没有反应。
Big super art hit. It's on. Jinrai kick for a mix-up.
就一直吃我流氓脚，可是他进攻很强。 他就很龟啊，他一直在等我放枪。干他连段超顺，干呀！原来又是现代模式，现代模式的连段根本就没有顺不顺的问题。
They're taking a step back to slow down. Oh my god, they just choked it up! Player 2!
没办法，他的，我觉得他的程度有，应该有100吧，干。就他的连段是超级无敌顺的那种，干。然后后来看觉得是现代模式。没有干，他是现代模式我就没得说话了。 可没什么连段了。
It's a mirror match. There's gonna be a lot of pride on the line for this one.
高分仔。
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Checks with the projectile. Throws him down. Steps in for the throw. Decides to go in with the target combo. Takes a trip. Neither of them willing to back off.
哇，好会防哦！
Big counter. Knockdown. Anticipated that counter and blocks. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be
他会防凹的啦，我都不防凹，然后他不防我。
Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Was looking for that jump attack. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. What's the next move? Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive kick. Medium kick. Scrapping it out up close. KO! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Goes low. Jumps. Barely blocks the jump in. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage. So they should be looking to instead. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Still slugging it out at this range. Their will to win is really being tested here. Experiencing burnout. A quick breather. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to see blocks the medium kick? Player 1 comes away with the win.
打到6000多分。
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we
完
going
全
to
没有
win
在
this
看
on
分
blow
数
here?
表的人。
The jump in is denied. Combo with the target combo. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Very solid corner switch. All right, what's coming up next? Still slugging it out here. Player 2 chases them down. Lands the forward throw. The corner pressure continues. Takes a trip. Can't tech the throw. Nice tech. Oh, whiffs the throw. Goes low. The kick hits. Player 1
哇，
picks up
坏
the！first
疯
round.
狂流氓脚，
That'll
他
give
们都
them
不
a
打，
psychological advantage.
Round 2.
好流氓哦！
Immediate jump in. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Pokes with a medium kick. Uses the target combo as a filler. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. What'll happen here? Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. And eats it! Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 1 proved to be the victor in that mirror match.
感觉这倒伏系的没办法一直压了，他只能拉中距离，一直跟你力回，就是龙跟肯。然后下心手一直点，干，可是他干，我就这样点了，我他妈的我被人家凹烂。
This is a mirror match, which means it's not just about the win, but about your pride as a player too. This is a must-win fight.
他们实在太懂我的
Let's
心。
see what they try to do here in the first round. Decides to go in with the target
低
combo.
端懂低端，
Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Decent damage. What's next? Still slugging it out here. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? Strings it all together. Long low attack hits. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Takes a trip.
我靠，
Throws them to start the corner pressure. They were not cleared for
流
takeoff.
氓脚就可以破了，
Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night.
好像是不
What
是
else can they get away with?
减轻攻击就可以直接踢不出来，让我踢不出来，
Immediate jump in.
是吗？
This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Boxing with a target.
哇，
Going in, experiencing burnout. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Player 1 bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Oh wow, look at the damage that did. Fantastic work with that combo. We have super arts on deck. They're paying. Oh,
看我好压哦，
player 2 comes away with the win.
我好像有人开窍，对面太烂，
Right back into the rematch. We ain't
跟我
even
刚才
close
打
to
那个职场
done.
的人差好多、哦，
Decides to meet them in the air.
我现在根本在厉害，
Come up above.
他们连流氓脚都不会打。
Big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Player 1 chases them down. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Gets them. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night.
哦
What else，can
好
they
奇
get
怪，
away
我
with?
连段伤害里面，可是为什么一下就把人家打死？
Immediate jump in. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Checks him with the projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player 2 chases them down. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Forward throw, not letting them out of the corner. Going wild with the throws in the corner. Jumps? Not much life difference.
哇，会连的、
Good instincts to spend resources while they have them to tack on more damage. Medium kick throws them. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Danger and whip. They're wide open. A quick breather. Time to go for broke. Tap them on the
Whoa.
toe.
太凶残了吧！
This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Flatline zone. fight starts now. They are letting it fly from the get-go. Fight them hard. Throws them, throws them. Fast into the corner. What setup do they have? They gotta be careful not to overextend, or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player crowns them from above. Here comes, sets up with the jump in. Player 2 with the rhythm of super to show them what a PhD fighters can do for you. Both sides getting connects with the throw. Player denies the jump in attempt. Player 2 survived that tense mirror match.
好多签名哦，签名真的很难打。
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
然后你又不能动。
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Knew they'd go for it. That's a good read. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buy some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Big counter. Neither of them willing to back off here. Get right in there. All right, what's coming up next? Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Grabs him. Takes a trip.
Whoa.
Projectile to try and change the situation. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Brushes off the impact. Snipes him out the air. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2.
Opts to create space to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 1 creates a good... just goes for it at this range. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Gets out of the corner. Shows a medium kick. Spikes. Throws a fireball. Spin knuckle. Player 1 needs to use the front of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend, or their opponent might go for a side switch. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive arm. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna break through with the throw? Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build up the streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up. Holds out with the block. Goes for the fireball. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Good anti. Wow, shut down. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Coming through. Checks him with the projectile. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter is willing to back down. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. And the throw ends the round. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2.
他每一招都克我，而且他要等我放招就好。然后我又不能不放招，他就在那边一直抖。不是啊，干他就不能往这摸流，他那个穿气功的不用钱的，他穿气功。
Uses the target combo as a filler, experiencing burnout. Player just goes for it at this range. Player 1 drops him to half, closing the gap. Jumps up cannon.
太夸张，完全没办法
Real test of nerves here. Off of me. Player 1
就是
is in a
完全
very
没办法
good
玩啊，
spot.
干。
Pump the brakes on the impact. The drive impact doesn't work. Dangerous range here. What now? Player 2 can't flatline them. Player 1 brings it home.
100%是可以。
Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
他是那种一直抖等你进攻那种，然后你完全没有靠近，我一靠近就被打就被揍了。韩国人，大概是电竞选手，超准，他那个反应跟我那个13000那个敌人差不多了。 就是我做什么，他可以瞬间直接克我。
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
太瞎了。
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Blocks the jump in. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Player 1 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Takes a trip. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. All right, what's coming up next? Snares. Both can end the round now, and the drive gauge disparity may come into play. Nice counter. Player 1 will have to fight back. KO! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2.
Check brushes that off and keeps going. Gets a risky buff in. Checks him with a projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Still scrapping for control of the space. Blocks the impact. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive game. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. Both fighters planning something? Oh, the throw connects. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. What'll happen here? The drive impact doesn't work. There's a burnout. Player 1 can't use any drive. Closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Opens with a tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Checks with a medium kick. Quick dash in. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Dragon Lash! Quick medium poke. What are they gonna do? Quick punish counter on reaction. Oh, here we go. Closes it out.
他的强化真的好猛，
Player
伤害好
1
高
is a force to be reckoned with.
大准。
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Buffs up. Checks with a medium kick. The jump in is denied. The impact gets blocked. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Knockdown. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Taking stock. Jumps up. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Spins them with KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They exchange blows. Who's going to start things off? Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Anthony picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Still scrapping for control of the space. Pops him with a shorty. Knockdown and player 1 will look to apply pressure here. A quick breather. Medium kick hits. The punish counter gives them a great opening here. Tops off the tank and scores the win. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Neither of them willing to back off. All right, what's coming up next? Did well to get the buff in there. Very solid corner switch. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Taking stock. This is a good... Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Jumps in. KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Immediate jump in. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Risky up-close scrap still going. Zones with the fireball. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Buffs up. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Doing some quick planning? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Dashes forward. Blocks the impact. What? Anti-air. Checks with a medium kick. Adds a bit of OD spice. Goes with the safe stuff with that target. Solid anti-air. Big drive gauge difference here which corrects them. There's a burnout. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Denies the jump-in attempt. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Jump! Barely blocks the jump-in. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Both players look for something to work with, but neither are yet there going for the super art, looking for a chance. The super doesn't hit. The match just started. It's anyone's game. Unfazed by the switch and blocks. Going in? Carries to the corner. This may be bad news. Drive impact misses. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. Oh man, this is a scary range. All stocked up. Where's the Full-Hawk gonna come into play? Oh, gets the air throw? Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super. Gets the counter hit. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Quick step forward. Player 1. Oh, geez, right through him. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. I called it! Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really... Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Low heavy. Goes for the throw. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. The super armor does its job. The cross-up connects. Player 2 chases them down. Taking stock. Beautiful setup with that attack. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Keeps them guessing with that feint. If the punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Barely blocks the jump in. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take it? Blocks it. Uses the target combo as a filler. Going in. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Still slugging it. This is gonna be bad news. Player 1 can't let this simmer. Big anti-air in the clutch. Full drive on deck. That was the highest if I've ever seen one. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Jump. Does he land? Jump. This can lead to some big damage. Very slick with the combo. Transverse absolutely relentless.
扣腰啊，太准了吧！
Both are ready to pull the trigger. Rushes in. This is a gigantic fight. The drive impact doesn't work.
我靠！
This is the time. Get ready to be thrown to the side. You need guts to pull that off. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Grabs them. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Solid combo. Nice managed Dore. Getting those throws all pumped up. We're in the final moments of the round. Both fighters are playing around with a full drive gauge too. Pops him with a shorty. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the rush down to start. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Jumps up. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range. Super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting.
Whoa.
Firm on the impact. Not a counter, but they'll take it. Player tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Knockdown and long critical. What's gonna happen? Yo, we're dealing with a real gambler here. Low on life and is still willing to risk it all on this critical art to deal the cash money damage they need. This is a critical moment. Doesn't set the slow. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rematch. Flashes it. Combo with the target combo. Strings it all together. Starts off zoning with fireballs. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Does a good job of pushing back. Knockdown. Life lead opens up. Good job. Gets him. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Rushing attack to start. That's a nice way to get someone's attention. Medium kick hit. Nice counter. That counter's got to have rattled them. Closes the gap. Doesn't miss a beat. Flashes him. Both fighters planning something? Sneaks in above. Just goes for it at this range. Player 1 is barely hanging in there. Uses the gauge for a super art. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectile. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Neither fighter can force the other to give up even an inch. Misfire with the drive impact. Getting careless and missing a drive impact like that will leave you wide open. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Okay. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive and smart play to stop the opponent there. Flashes him. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jumping. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Projectile to try and change the situation. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Both fighters having a full super art gauge means positioning is critical here. Player 2 chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Uses the target combo as a filler. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Oh wow, look at the damage they did. Fantastic work with that combo. Shows a medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. A quick breather. Jones with the fireball. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive move. Brushes that off and keeps going. Life lead is there, but still any burn in there. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Holds out with the block. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here.
Whoa!
Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Can they outlast it? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Both players with no drive in the tank. Scrapping it out up close. Projectile to try and change the situation. Player 2 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to win this round. One combo can end this round right now. Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening. Most of them are low on health and are playing very cautiously right now.
Oh.
Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Smart play there to go for the air-to-air. Even if it can't lead to a combo, it's low risk but effective. Barely blocks the jump in. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Wow, that's some big time damage there. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What'll happen here? Player 1 will need to use their meter hit in there. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Decides not to rush in without a plan. Shows a medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. Still plenty of time left. Doing some quick planning? Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Throws them! You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Switch sides! What now? They push their way out of the corner. A jump? Are they going to be able to come? The overhead denied! Perfect execution. Closes it out! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Oi. 该睡。那不是要上班，我就打到今天。拜拜拜拜。最好。好了，拜拜。